Good morning, everyone. How's it going? I am on my way to my lecture, 9 to 11, just like yesterday. Then I've got a bit of a weird schedule today because between 11 and 12, I have nothing. And then from 12 to 1, I have a meeting. And then from 1 to 3, I have nothing. And then from 3 to 6, I have more lectures. So I'm going to try and study in between. Get about 100 pages, no, 70 pages done today. It's gonna be intense, but I'm gonna take you with me. Alright, that sun though. Oh my god, I feel so good whenever the sun is out. Okay, I'm on my way to my meeting now at 12. I was planning on reading some of the summary that I have to read for the exam. But I just decided to get a little coffee break, have a sandwich, and relax because today's gonna be a long day and I don't wanna burn myself out early in the day. So this meeting that I'm headed to is a coach meeting, meaning you have this long-term development plan as a master's medical student. And this is the first meeting in which we're going to talk about my plan, the things I want to improve on, the things I find difficult, and just how things are going. Because it can be very intimidating to be an intern at the hospital. We might see very shocking things at times with patients, and this is all part of learning how to deal with difficult or shocking or painful or traumatic experiences, not only for patients but also for us as future doctors. Alright, I just finished up at the coach meeting. And it was at a different hospital, so I had to bike there in this lovely weather. Can't stop talking about it. We got a Tesla. Look at this. Oh yeah, this is my dream car, people. Right now I'm on my way back to the hospital and get back to studying. Yep, I'm going back to the document to read for a few hours until I have my next lecture from 3 to 6. So let's get it. Alright, so I just got done with the lectures for today. Now we're gonna practice some practical skills. I'm gonna do that with another student that doesn't want to be in this video. And then tonight there's a football match because the Dutch women made it to the half finals. So we're gonna watch that match, take a night off. Oh, she doesn't want to be in the video, but she has a commentary on my public vlogging ability. Guys, don't let people limit your creative journey. So what we are doing here is basically practicing a role play of a vaginal examination on the gynecology department. So there are certain verbal cues that you have to use, and you have to be able to demonstrate this examination in the right order, saying the right things, telling the examiner what you are looking out for when you would do this on a real patient. And we are just going over these lists a few times because you have to know them by heart, and there are about 7 to 8 examinations that you have to be able to demonstrate on exam day. So we just finished up practicing the practical skills, and now we're on our way to watch some football. Relax, take a night off, and go back to studying tomorrow. So here I am finding a little place in the medical library at the hospital, and I just wanted to share some things on the way that I study. I will be making a more in-depth video soon on how I study now and how that's working out for me, But here you can see I am just taking notes, reading things from a book on my computer, and really not having much of a revision strategy. The way I study was very inefficient. I was just taking notes, reading those notes, not using any active recall or spaced repetition. I'll be making a more in-depth video about that, but if you know Ali Abdal, the doctor on YouTube that is very knowledgeable on studying efficiently, you kind of know what I'm on to. But for now, I was still sticking to taking notes, practically rewriting what the book or lecturer says. And I advise you not to do that. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Saturday morning. It's 2 days until the exam. We still have a lot to do, but I think we're gonna be okay. I didn't really film much. I filmed like a time lapse yesterday, and I filmed nothing the day before. The day before, I was feeling a little under the weather. I had a headache. I felt tired. But I only managed to study for like half an hour the day before yesterday. So I was a little bit stressed about that because, well, we can use all the time. We really need to use all the time we have at this point. But yesterday I had a solid, I think, 5 or 6 hours of studying. Today is going to be a full day of studying as well. Tomorrow is going to be a full day of studying. And then it's the moment of truth. So there's only really one thing I haven't been doing much of, and that is the practical skills. The things like putting in a catheter in a man and a woman, delivering a baby, examining a newborn, things like that. And they're really particular about how you have to demonstrate how you do these things. So there's a checklist with a lot of items, and you have to say the right thing at the right time, do the right thing at the right time, etc. So today we're going to start with that, because then I'll have some of that out of the way and I'll feel less bad for not having started that, basically. Then we're going to go through the question bank one more time, 400 questions. After that, we're going to pick, I think, 3 subjects from the total document with all of the learning material in it, and we're gonna study that. Yesterday I basically studied a load on bilirubin in the infants, so jaundice, neonatal jaundice. I studied the menstrual cycle and all of the hormones. I studied the different types of amenorrhea and the treatments for that, and what else? Also hemostasis and diseases like hemophilia, von Willebrand factor disease, stuff like that. Let's finish this coffee. Go on a run. Oh my god, let's go on a run, yeah. Have breakfast. Go to the library. It's 5:15 right now, and I'm having some late lunch, and I haven't been really making as much progress as I want to. So I've done like one of the 6, is it 6 of them? 6, 7 of the practical skills that I need to know from the dome. And I really wish I was done with this by now, or at least halfway, and through the question bank. So I think I'm going to switch from this task to the question bank to kind of break up what I'm doing. But first I'm going to have some food, and I'll check in with you in a few hours to see how much I've been able to do by then. Good morning. Welcome to Sunday. Okay, welcome to Sunday. Tomorrow is exam day. Yesterday I probably did maybe a third of what I expected to do, so that is not good. But usually on the last day before the exam, I'm either very stressed because I think of all the things I haven't done, or I feel relaxed and amazing because I know that there's not a lot that I can do than you can do like in one day. So it's kind of a relaxing thought to be on the last day. So now my strategy has shifted from trying to cover everything to just trying to cover the things that I think have the most impact. And that's probably a wise thing to do regardless of how much time you have. I'm the type of person who's not very good at being efficient all the time. So when I have a task, I want to do it really well from start to finish. So I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, and I think that hurts me sometimes. So today I need to really consciously not do that and just think of the things that have the highest impact, such as the practical skills. Those things I really need to know because you have 3 of them, you're tested on 3, you don't know which 3, but if you fail more than one, you fail the whole thing, regardless of how well you did on the first one. So that is something that is going to be very effective. I'm going to spend my time on that today. And I probably picked like 3 topics from the document that I think are very relevant or that my knowledge is not very good on, and I'll just go through that, watch a few videos on it because I find that it goes way quicker if you watch a video and then read, and then we'll call it a day, I guess. First of all, I'm really proud of myself that I didn't have a nervous breakdown this week, although I did have one day when I was sick that I started to stress out. But yeah, it's all good. Let's finish this last day and get on it. So yeah, if I'm really honest, I'm not ready for this exam at all. Well, at all is maybe an exaggeration, but I know I could have done better. Yeah, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen tomorrow. It is almost 5 o'clock, and the women's team in the Netherlands is in the finals of the World Cup. So we are going to be watching that, and we're just going to study during watching that match and see how far we can get with the practical skills that we need to have down. I know most of them except for 2, which is the 2 parts of giving birth. Those 2 I really need to focus on more. What's up, guys? I just got done with the exam, the first part, and I think I might have passed it. There were a lot of questions in there which were I didn't even know what they meant with the question because of the genetic terms and stuff like that. But yeah, first part down. Second part I have in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I have some time to practice how you should handle a delivery of a baby. Okay, so it is a few months later after I recorded this video, taking you with me towards my exam, the preparation and everything, and I'm happy to say that I have passed the exam. I did have to redo one of the practical skills, the baby delivering one. It was a very long and complicated one, and because of my nerves, I actually forgot to use the sterile gloves, which is hilarious. The examiner was very upfront about it. He said, after I finished, "I hope this mother doesn't die because you didn't use sterile gloves." Of course, this wasn't a real patient. It was a simulation kind of doll that we used. And a week later, I did pass. So I did pass all of the exams in the end. And I'm really excited to hear from you what you thought of this study with me. If you find it valuable, if you'd like to see other things that I haven't included in these videos, let me know in the comments. For now, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.